In this journey, being sick, having cancer, surgery, these have forever changed the man in me. Now, the man in me turns this pain and anguish into purpose. What happens to a man when pain does not pass, when it stays, when it digs in and demands a reckoning? Does it hollow him or does it carve something stronger? Hi, I'm Cloud, and I have lung cancer. Still strange saying it out loud. This channel is my way of defying this disease. A place to regroup, gather strength, and fight on. I'm gonna need you in my corner. Here we will survive, we will thrive beyond cancer. Finally, I truly pray that someday soon I can run again. Hey, another day, another grind. Let's do this, rehab and recovery. Thank you for joining me this evening. I pray you're getting your exercise and rehab routine going. Join me. Rebuilding our bodies and rebuilding our minds, forging a new path for us forward. In my journey through recovery, I have realized 3 important purposes that I can turn this pain and this anguish and this suffering. Let me share these with you tonight. Throughout these many months, pain and mental anguish have become a constant training partner for me. Fatigue has leaned in on me like a heavier opponent. My muscles have disappeared faster than confidence. And the mind, once sharp and decisive, has had to learn to operate under fog, under fear, and frustration. This is the hard truth for men like us. We don't like to say out loud, strength isn't proven when everything works. It's proven when nothing does, and you still show up, especially when you show up to fix it. Cancer has changed the man in me permanently, but it did not erase me. My old definition of strength and ability has been changed. It has collapsed, and in its place, something harder has formed. Strength for me is getting out of bed when my bones feel poured full of concrete. Strength became lifting lighter weights with perfect intent and form, refusing to let muscle waste away without a fight. So every rep mattered, every walk mattered, every meal mattered. This was no longer about looking strong, this was about staying in the fight. So here now are the 3 things. Number 1, become the guide, a guide, the guide. Pain is expensive. If you're going to pay that price, you better get something in return. My first purpose was forged right there. I would not let this experience die inside me. I have chosen to become a guide, not because I had all the answers, not because I have all the answers, but because I had scars. I have the scars because I had walked through the fear. I have walked through the weakness, the chemo chair, the quiet nights where your thoughts get loud, too loud. Men don't need saviors, they need proof. Proof that you can lose muscle and rebuild. Proof that you can feel broken and still lead. Proof that you can stare mortality in the face and not blink. Wisdom does not come from books alone. It comes from rounds survived. And if my story shortens another man's learning curve or keeps him from quitting in round 3, then this pain has purpose. I share my journey to you, another man, from a man. So you may see the path I have carved, and you may choose yours, wiser than me. The second purpose, fierce and intentional living. Cancer does one thing with brutal clarity: it kills the illusion of someday. You don't drift through life anymore, you choose. Small joys stop being small, they become sacred. The little things, the mundane things we always like to take for granted. Not anymore. They are now sacred. Morning light through a window, a solid, hearty meal, a workout completed, just like tonight. Not impressive, far from it, but honest. A laugh that comes from the gut instead of the mask. These little things we've always taken for granted. I do not live casually now. I live deliberately, paying attention to these small little things. Every day is intentional training for the body and the mind. Retraining muscle is not vanity. This is my defiance. It's telling sickness, you don't get everything. You may get a part of me, but not all of me. Men, our mental toughness is not pretending we are fine. It is acknowledging the pain and moving anyway despite of the pain. This is fierce living. It's not reckless. It is not loud. It is relentless, unyielding. Say it with me. My spirit is unyielding, and we will never be broken. And the third, final purpose to this pain: fight for something bigger. Fight for something more than just you. Fight for something more important. When you are sick and infirmed, the world shrinks to your body, your symptoms, your scans. This is survival mode. It is necessary, but incomplete. Real and true recovery begins when your focus begins to expand once more. I learned this: a man heals faster when he fights for something larger than himself. Family, community, other men standing on the edge of fear and paralysis. Contributing does not require perfect health. It requires presence, effort, and the will to share in another man's pain and suffering. So volunteer for something or someone. Share your time. Give yourself to something bigger. So now we know. Purpose pulls you forward when motivation disappears. And trust me, motivation will disappear at times. Service gives pain a direction instead of letting it rot inside of you. You are the new man. Cancer, sickness, affliction, infirmity, disease, and pain did not make me weaker. They burned away what was not essential of me. What is left is a man who understands that muscles and strength is earned daily, not assumed. A man who trains his mind as hard as his body. A man who knows that resilience isn't loud, it's consistent. I am not the man I was before cancer. And that's the point. I am forged, not finished. Scarred, not sidelined. Still standing. Still fighting. Still defiant. So I leave you with this, especially if you're in the middle of your own fight. What will you turn your pain into? Because the fight does not end when you survive. That's when true purpose begins. Wherever you are, however you're doing, I pray your sense of purpose is right in front of you.